What's going on, Beamer fans? Welcome back to Beamer Review. For today's video, we'll be going over even more in depth into the button we have here called Auto H. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, Beamer Review, what we do here is teach you everything there is to know about BMWs. If you want a BMW and you want to learn everything about it, do yourself a favor, subscribe to the channel because we put out content every single week. Before we get started, if you do have a BMW key fob, the one that looks like this, we are selling BMW key fob covers. They are getting tons of great reviews, as you can see from our previous customers here. So do yourself a favor, protect your brand new key fob and get yourself one of these key fob covers that are going to be in our store. We are shipping all across the US, so go ahead and take advantage of that at the end of the video. Let's get started. So for Auto H, we did put out a short that came out the other day, and there has been a ton of comments, a lot of questions that go with it, and even some hidden things that many people did not know about this guy, what it could do. And also, I will be discussing one of the main times you should never be using this feature because you could damage your BMW. So stay tuned for the entire video. You don't want to miss this one little reason. So yes, let's go ahead and get in depth with this really cool button and all the different things it can do. So yes, everyone, what Auto H is, or auto hold or brake holder, whatever you want to call it, is basically what I just said. It holds the brake whenever you are at a complete stop as your vehicle is in drive. So for this video, we'll be going over the demonstration for it, all the different scenarios that you could use Auto H for, some of the things you need to watch out for, and at the end of the video, I wanted to see what you guys think about this button and whether or not you use it. What auto hold is designed to do is to hold the brake whenever you are at a complete stop. So say for example, if I was in drive right now, which I will show you in a little bit, if I were to have Auto H on and then I would go ahead and let go of the brake of my vehicle, the vehicle will still stay at a complete stop. We're going to be going over some of the reasons why you may be using this, but let me just go ahead and demonstrate how this works. So if you want Auto H to be on, all you want to do is just keep your foot on the brake, keep it pressed, and then come over here, just use your finger to turn this guy on. Once you do, more likely than not, if you have a newer BMW, you're going to see a green button that lights up right over there. Not only that, you're going to see it pop up right over here, right on the screen as well, on the lower left side. Let me try to focus into that so we can see it. That guy right over there. So yes, as of right now, the feature is on, again, as mentioned by the green light. My vehicle is in park, but what I'm going to do is just go ahead and put it into drive. So let's just go ahead and do that. The vehicle is currently in park. We're just going to shift over, foot on the brake, come over, and then go into drive. My gear shifter is going to look a little bit different compared to yours because this is a M series vehicle. But as you can see, I am in drive right over there. And if you look at the screen right over there, I am in drive as well. Now, right now, Auto H is actually engaged because my foot is completely pressed on the ground. And now what I'm going to do is just let go of the brake. And you'll see that whenever I let go of the brake, that the vehicle is still going to be in drive and it will still remain in place. Let me just go ahead and take off my brake. You can see that I just took my foot off the brake. The vehicle is still in drive and the car is not moving. Now, a lot of people would ask, how would I just begin to go again? A lot of people think you have to turn off the button to begin to go again, but that is definitely not the case you want to do. It's very simple. All you have to do is just tap on the gas right down there, or tap on your accelerator if you have an electric vehicle, and then you're going to see that the vehicle begins to go again. So I just tapped on the gas, the vehicle is now going. And I'm going to come to a full stop again, just deeply kind of push my brake in, and then let go, and then you can see again, I'm in the situation where the vehicle is in drive, my Auto H is on. So let me just try that one more time just so we can all get it. I'm just going to reverse back a little bit just so I don't hit this giant snow pile here. It's still the winter time, so I'm just going to go all the way back. And now again, I'm going to put my vehicle in drive. Auto H is on. I'm going to let go of the brake, see that the vehicle still stays in place. It is not moving. And now if I want to begin to go again, what I'm going to do is just tap on the gas. The vehicle is going to begin to go. I'm going to tap on the gas in 3, 2, 1. Just tapped on the gas and now the vehicle is moving, and I'm going to come to a stop again before I go straight into this snow pile here. Again, I come to a full stop, just kind of deeply push the brake in, not too hard, but just firm. And then you can see that the vehicle is now back in Auto H. The brake is currently being held by the feature. This guy's still on. So in what different scenarios would we be using this really cool feature? I would say right now a good 20% of BMW owners do typically keep this guy on all the time. It could be a feature that you do see yourself using every single day, and what's cool about it is that whenever you do get into the vehicle back again the next day, more likely than not, feature will still stay on, so you shouldn't have to keep on pushing it every single time you get into the car. At least that is the case for many of the BMWs. Sometimes they may be different depending on the laws in your country. So yes, going back to it, where would we be using this? So say for example, I will be mentioning a good 3 of them. The biggest one I could think of is if you're in a stop and go traffic. If you were in a giant traffic jam and you saw yourself just having to creep in traffic, you're gonna get really annoyed by just continually just gently tapping on the gas and keeping your foot on the brake the entire time. That's gonna get really annoying. It's gonna put some strain on your foot, and even though we are all used to it, even though you have to put yourself into that situation, you are gonna put some strain on your foot, and it's really not that necessary if you were to use this feature. So if you were in stop and go traffic, you would just begin to creep in the traffic, and then whenever this traffic comes to a full stop, all you would have to do is just use that feature. You can take your foot off the brake. Again, the vehicle will still be in drive, and then you just keep your foot back, sit back, relax. And while the vehicle would still be in drive, you can just wait for the traffic to go again, and then you can just gently tap on the gas or the accelerator, just give it a nice little tap, and then the vehicle will begin to go again. Stop and go traffic is a good one. That is also kind of similar to it is if you're driving in the city. Now, if you are somebody who is going to be driving in the city, you already know that there are going to be a ton of traffic lights you're going to encounter. You're going to not only encounter that, but you could be encountering traffic there as well. And yes, the red lights in the city sometimes can be very long. In a situation like that, that would be a great time to use Auto H. Cool fun fact for my BMW enthusiasts who like to quote unquote break the law. We here at this channel don't condone that, of course, but at the end of the day, drive responsibly. What some people would do is if they're driving with their friends and then they want to do a fun little drag race, say for example, somewhere in Mexico or on the track, what you could do is as your vehicle would be in drive, your Auto H would still be enabled. Again, you can keep your foot off the brake. Then what you could do is just wait for the red light to turn green, and then you would save yourself a split second trying to go from your brake to your gas or the accelerator. So then this way, if you wanted to take off really fast inside your BMW, as soon as the light were to turn green, you just wait for it to turn green, and then your foot right here on the right would be ready to go on that accelerator pedal, and then you can get a nice 1 second jump to increase your drag racing speed. Or if you're just trying to race your buddy alongside of you and then you just want to show off how fast your car is. Again, on legal roads only. So that would be one of the fun ways to use Auto H. Another way to use it, this one I will be completely transparent with. Every single time I see myself going through a drive-through, I probably use this feature the most whenever I'm going through a drive, mainly whenever I'm getting my coffee, because I do love my coffee, of course. But yes, if I'm in a drive-through, the same situation happens or same scenario happens where you are in the line is going and stopping for a long time. So in that scenario where you're going and stopping, just like we mentioned about the traffic jam, you can use Auto H for a drive-through as well. Very useful for that. That one is probably the main time that I use it, mainly because I never just happen to take my car into the city. But yes, using Auto H for a drive-through is also a good one to use as well. Another reason why you would be using Auto H is if you're driving up a hill. Now, if you have a steep incline where your vehicle is trying to drive up a hill and then you don't want the vehicle to roll backwards, what you could do is enable Auto H, and then once you go up the hill, you're going to come to a stop. The vehicle will engage the brake with the auto hold feature on, and then it will prevent itself from rolling backwards. Also, I have to mention that the lighting right here is actually perfect. I know you guys hate to see my hand, but my hand does look really cool right now. So we'll just kind of point that out for no reason. I do need some lotion though. So yes, using Auto H for whenever you're going up a hill, that is also a great time to use the feature because it will again prevent your vehicle from rolling backwards. And then once you're stopped on the hill, it will be stopped, and then again, tap on the gas and then just begin to go. So here's one of the ones that people were waiting about for the whole video. This one's dangerous, so you want to listen to this one. I also get this comment quite a bit, so at this point, let's go ahead and mention the #1 time where you should not be using this feature because it could cause some damage to your vehicle. Going to the scenario where you should never be using this feature because it could damage your BMW is going to be in a car wash. Many people have already mentioned this on my channel, and I do want to go ahead and relay it to everyone else just so everyone is aware. On the #1 time you should not be using this feature, and again, that is going to be inside of a car wash, and I will tell you why. Using Auto H in a car wash is a really bad idea because, as you already know, if you are going through a car wash that has those brushes and the whole fancy colors, just your typical car wash, the one that has the rail, the ones that have the rail are going to be the ones to watch out for, because when you're going into the car wash, the people who are directing you, they tell you to put your car into neutral. And the reason why, of course, you put your car into neutral is so that the vehicle can hook onto the rail and begin to go. But so here's the mistake that a lot of people do. If you have Auto H enabled and then your vehicle is going to be on the rail, even though you put your vehicle into neutral, it's still gonna hold the brake. And I will show you what I mean. So say for example, I just went into the car wash and I'm just gonna put my car into neutral. Even though I'm in neutral, the auto hold is still on. And you can see that even if I take off my brake, even in neutral, that the vehicle is not gonna move. It's still gonna have the brake engaged. So this is really, really dangerous, or really, really not the right thing to do. Because what's going to happen is going to be that the rail inside the car wash is going to try to hook onto your tire, but what's going to happen is that your vehicle is going to prevent it from hooking on, and then your vehicle is just going to stay in place, and then you're going to notice that your vehicle is going to go up and down because the railing cannot hook onto your tires because you have Auto H engaged, and that is what is causing that to happen. So yes, the main thing you need to do before you get into the car wash is turn off Auto H. And again, the way you do that, foot on the brake, you have to keep your foot on the brake for this, and then just tap on the button, and then you can see that Auto H right down there in the corner is deactivated. You have to do that before you get into a car wash that has the little rail thing. Watch out for that. It is a really common mistake that people do with this feature. You don't want to be caught in that situation because it is going to be really embarrassing, and then the people behind you are going to make fun of you, and that's not nice. So that is going to be a quick rundown of our famous little function here called Auto H. I probably said Auto H in this video a good 50 times. I know somebody is going to call me out on that, but whatever. So yes, everyone, that is Auto H. Again, very, very handy feature to use, something you could use every single day, and even something you could leave on the entire time you're driving your vehicle and come back with it on, and come back with the feature on whenever you get back into your vehicle the next day. So definitely try out Auto H. It might be a feature that you end up using every single day for some of the reasons that I had mentioned. At this part of the video, let me know if you guys use Auto H and what different scenarios you use it for. And if you had any suggestions on when you should not be using this feature, let me know your thoughts on this feature. Again, I do get back to every single comment now. I finally caught up. I was down almost 200 comments, but now I finally caught back up. So if you do comment right down below, there is going to be a good chance that I do get back to you. Definitely feel free to do that. Again, check out the key fob covers. They are linked right down below, shipping all across the US. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are really close to hitting 100,000 subscribers. So that is going to be a crazy, crazy milestone. You have to be in the upper 1% to get that far on YouTube. So I am really, really happy to see that our channel, our community is going to get to that point. Also, at the making of this video, we're going to be starting to do this new thing called channel memberships. If you want to be a part of our community, if you want things like early access to videos, if you want priority comments, if you had questions on your BMW and wanted me to respond to it in priority, definitely check out this little join button that is on the page. You could become a channel member. It is something brand new we are going to be starting out with. So if you do want to be a Beamer Review VIP, you can now do that. Just click on the join button and check out what we have to offer in that. That is all for this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for watching the entire video. Comment down below, and I will see you all for the next one.